Yo, what is up guys, I'm Goth 1200 here, and today we've got another Warframe special for you, and it's actually how to farm resources. Now, this can get slightly complicated, so do bear with me, and this video is mainly aimed at my resource officers in my clan, because a few have been struggling and asking quite a few questions, but this also doubles up as a how-to video anyway, in terms of farming. So, there are 4 frames you really want to include in your farm. One of them is Vault, and that's because he is able to use his ability, which is shields, and if I get it up, electric shield here. Basically that's very useful against high level enemies because that doesn't actually have any health, it's just duration. So as long as you put that down, you'll be able to basically withstand any type of projectile that comes your way. Obviously, like the old fire leaders and stuff, they still affect you, they still go through, but generally speaking, all bullets and stuff, they don't go through, which is good and very useful to use. Next frame, Nova, and this is because you want to have a fast Nova build on it, and that basically means, as you can see, I've got slow Nova there and fast Nova. The difference meaning the power strength in Nova, because her ability is Molecular Prime, the lower that is, the faster the enemies will be. So the higher that is, the slower the enemies will be. So therefore you have different types of Novas. But yeah, so you want enemies to come at you as quickly as possible to keep those resources coming and that life support coming, because it is a survival mission that you will be doing in any type of resource environment when you want to farm. Next one is Necros, and this is a pretty obvious one really. And this one you have to have a specific build as well. So yeah, this is the one, this is the build you've got to use, and it's just the Despoil build, and it involves having Rejuvenation and Despoil. So basically, as you can see, no longer consumes energy, but consumes 10 health per corpse instead, which is very useful. And you need Rejuvenation as well, obviously, to keep your health up when you do use Despoil. Obviously, Desecrate is a passive ability that just continues. So once you've activated it, as long as you keep it on, you'll be doubling your resources pretty much, which is very, very useful, as the Necrosis ability does do that. So the last frame you should have in your squad can be personal preference. So you could have a Frost if you really wanted to, if you really wanted to up your defense, or a Gara. You could have Ember if you just want to kill those enemies a bit quicker, but you do be careful on the range because you want your environment of where you pick up resources quite small, just so you don't have to run around too much. You could have Hydroid as well, because of a certain build that some people think increases resources, of which Tentacle Swarm, there's a certain mod that apparently does it. Personally, I found it doesn't do it. Doesn't actually increase resources, but obviously personal preference. You could also have Trinity, which is another good support frame to have. Obviously good for energy and stuff. Harrow as well, if you're thinking about energy. And there's also one that I don't have, Hildren, and that Warframe basically is ridiculous for shields, so it can constantly up your shields. So a very good Warframe to have, especially when you're up against like level 100 enemies after about an hour in on each survival. So yeah, very, very, very good Warframe to have. If I were to choose, it would be Hildren, but like I said before, you don't have to. There are obviously other ones as well. Rhino is a good one, a good survivability one, or Loki, just to have a medic or someone, or Ash, so they're invisible, so you can go and revive people. I also have a Kubro, a Huras Kubro, which I can't show you at the moment, unfortunately, because I've got a Kavat incubating at the moment. But and those Huras Kubros, they do actually make you invisible if you're not attacking, so that's very useful for reviving downed teammates if you're not running a stealth build. But yeah, so that's all the frames that you should really have. I've got a squad ready, but what I'm going to do is say for you in the resource officers, people in my clan, what you should be doing, you should say hosting, and then whatever resource you're hosting, sorry, whatever resource you're farming. So for example, I'm doing Placids and Polymer Bundle. So you do hosting, Placids and Polymer. You do hosting, placid, and polymer farm, and you say how many you've got in your squad. So at the moment I've got 1 out of 4, but then you could also put 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4, or if you put 4 out of 4, there's no point posting in the chats. But yeah, so that's what you put in the chats. Obviously you can put it in the alliance and recruiting. But yeah, so there you go. That's how you do it. Obviously you then go to the navigation. Now this is what some people don't know. So regarding resources, all you have to do is press R3 once you're on that planet, and you should be able to look at the resources here. Now the one at the top is oh hello. So the one at the top is the resource that will drop the most. Then it obviously goes down in percentages of drop the further you go. So Rubido is next, Neurodes is afterwards, and then Decimite Ampule is after that. So that's the Earth's segments. Because I am doing Polymer Bundle and oh, that's the wrong one. And Placids, I am doing Uranus because that is the best one to do for that. Obviously it picks up Gallium and Decimite Ampule as well. So that's what you'd post if you wanted to be specific as well. You might include that, but anyway. And then you go, for example, for this one, you go to a survival here. Ophelia is the best one to go to. But yeah, likewise, if it was on other planets, maybe Saturn, if you wanted to get Nanospores and Placids as well, you'd have to go and find the survival one, which is, there we go, Piscinus. I might be saying that right. It can be any survival, it can be infested, it can be a different one as well. But you have to find a survival and then go find a choke point, which I will explain in a sec. Anyway, I'm going to get the mission started and I'll see you guys in there. Right, so as soon as you land into the farming mission, you've basically got to go and look for a choke point, and by that we mean an area where you only have one entrance or exit, and basically you just make sure everyone goes through that, and then all you have to do is, with you and your friends, just look at that point and just kill and chill. So yeah, we're about to go look at that now. Right, okay, so as you can see, my companion, my teammate, has found it. So he's put a waypoint down. To do that, you do press left on the touchpad, or D-pad even. And yeah, so here you go. You can see there's nothing behind us, and there's only one way they can come from. This is just a loot room, so they can't spawn down there. But it's only from that staircase there, or this part here. This is a perfect point. Sometimes they won't be as good as this, but as far as I'm aware, this is the best we have ever found. But yeah, I was going to say, if you do find one better, let me know. But yeah, this is the best you can find so far. But if not, try and get ways where they can run from. But otherwise, one place, it does the best. Because then when you go out and collect resources, you collect quite a lot, like I've just done there. And basically, you just keep on staying behind. You have the Volt's shield. You have Nova doing their Fast Nova stuff. You have Hildren, or your support, doing their support thing. And you have Necros obviously running with Desecrate. So all the resources are there, the shield's there to provide protection, and Nova's there making sure that all the enemies come as fast as possible. So yeah, that's basically how to farm. Also, you could use this as a leveling mission as well. Generally speaking, if you stay for an hour, you can max things out. So it does kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. So for example, my friend Bingy here, he's bringing an Amprex. It was rank 0, it's already rank 2. And Hunter, who's bringing a Dread for the first time, is now rank 2 as well. She's literally just gone up. So yeah, you can use this as leveling as well. Anyway, we're going to carry on. So as you can see, we are 21 minutes in now, and just a quick check of how much resources we have. As you can see, things are leveling up, but we have 2,600 Placids, 7,560 Polymer Bundle, and 12 Galleon, 120 Decimite Ampules as well. So doing fairly well at the moment, 16,000 credits as well, so not too bad there. But yeah, this is with a resource booster, like I might add, but doing pretty well though. Right, as you can see, we're at the 40-minute mark. Again, Piet Trencher's Dread is at level 17. Needs to get to level 20 at the very least to actually max out on the rest. But we've got Amprex there, 22, so that's probably maxed out already in terms of affinity. But anyway, let's go to the things that matters. we've got 22 gallium, 5,384 plastids, 14,306 polymer bundle, and 168 detonite ampule, 20 beryllium as well. So not too bad, and a new mod. That's pretty decent. But yeah, so still going well in this farm. Got 20 minutes left. So as you can see, we have reached the 60-minute mark. They are level 112. So yeah, make sure you communicate with your squad and let them know that you're all about to leave. Like we are doing now. We're all in the party though, so we all know when to leave. Hunter's gone down. Generally speaking, if you go down, it doesn't matter. Just stay down and let yourself die, because when everyone gets to extraction, doesn't matter if you're alive. But everyone will extract, so it's okay. But then you just wait, obviously, like a usual mission. And there you go, that is the farming process done. So 1 hour and 49 seconds we did. 70,000 credits, quite a few relics, quite a few Oberon parts as well, but 20,000 polymer bundles, 7,000 plastids, and 36 gallium. So pretty good going. That's probably one of the best farms we've done actually. But yeah, so that's that. That's how to farm. If you do have any other questions, please do leave a comment in the video or message me on PSN or something like that. But yeah, ideally comment on the video. But yeah, that's that. I've been mgoth1200. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.